Hey guys, SeanB, and today we have new information about the next upcoming 2A monster. And here it is. It's gonna be Grim Gripper. There's no way around this image. We have the weapon of the Grim Reaper, we have literally the Grim Reaper himself, and we have some sort of death over time. Not sure how the other Grim Reaper will turn out to be, but this one is definitely looking like Thrain and Hemos. Let's take a look at this. This will be the second family, or maybe the second of the many more. But this was the only thing that I got from Come To Us. Mystic Witch is something that every veteran Summoner player will love to see 2A, because every one of us, or most of us, have a Megan. And maybe if you are cultured enough, you have some other version as well. With the recent dungeon that was added to the game, many people built the Wind and the Dark Mystic Witch. Some people out there build the Fire Witch for R5 or just for fun, and the Light one is pretty shit, but hopefully it's gonna be better, because a lot of bad units turn out to be absolutely amazing when they get 2A. No mummies, no Frankenstein, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll see some sort of Mystic Witch and Grim Reaper Secret Dungeon popping up so that we can start farming for the skill up as well, because they do demand a hefty amount of skill up and not everybody have a bunch of these NAF 3 available. So hopefully we'll see some Secret Dungeon event that's gonna happen that will give us skill up for the NAF 3 unit. Now let's take a look at the Grim Reaper and see how OP they can become. We'd love to hear your comments down below about what kind of changes that you are expecting in the Grim Reaper. The Fire one used to be many people famous Hell Farmer. If you understand what I'm saying, look at yourself. We are old. Skill 1 of the Grim Reaper allowed them to get a turn when they kill something. Reminds you of Rogue, so if they can do good damage, potentially they can wipe the entire enemy team. Good for farming too. Skill 2 do damage AoE, and it will guarantee a crit if enemy HP is low. It's not really an amazing skill, long cooldown as well, damage is okay, and there's no additional effect. So maybe when they get 2A, it's gonna get some extra debuff. Skill 3 do continuous damage and also heal block. So this skill is okay, good for farming, because this guy has 2 AoE damage skill, and skill 1 can actually give him extra turn so that he can go back to doing his AoE damage even further. So overall, I think he's a very strong AoE damage unit. One of the best things that can happen to the Fire Grim Reaper will be giving him defense break in skill 3. So it can turn into like a budget villainous. AoE defense break into AoE damage, into another violent proc, into cleaving the entire enemy team. That'll be awesome. I don't even care what they give in the other skill. If they give defense break here, that will be super good. The water one is very good for TOA. Until today, I think he's still the best continuous damage unit for TOA, because this skill doesn't touch the enemy, which means you can put dots on things that can revenge, or things that you are not supposed to touch, like Jontan, like Monkey King, like Miho. The skill 3 can freeze for 1 turn and decrease attack speed for 3 turns. Overall, I think he's okay if you want to make him a much better TOA unit. Maybe put 1 more dot here, or make the dot last 1 more turn. I think that's more than fair for Hemos. Maybe put an extra debuff here. A slow debuff, attack break. So good. This one is pretty shit overall. The only thing he can do is damage. So I can feel they're gonna put some sort of debuff scaling in death penalty, so that's gonna be better in giants, and maybe put some sort of debuff here, maybe a slow debuff, attack break, defense break, so that overall he become a better damage dealer for giants if people want to use him for giants. Prom, very interesting unit with AoE defense break and stun. I think this is a very strong skill. They can simply turn the defense break into 2 turn, and that is already a great buff. And some sort of debuff in skill 2, or maybe more damage scaling in skill 2, and I think he is pretty solid. Or some sort of attack more gain so that he can also become a budget villainous. I just love villainous, you can already tell, right? Thrain Just like Hemo's a very solid unit, he's a dark element unit with an AoE stun skill, make him even better than Hemo sometimes. It is gonna be very hard to make this guy too strong or stronger because he is already good. He's gonna suffer from the vigor or the Ramagon symptom, which is that he's already good. They're going to just slightly buff the unit or give it one less turn in cooldown, and that's already pretty good. Now let's take a look at the Mystic Witch. First we have Rebecca. Skill 3 is arguably one of the best healing skill for normal R5. I think they're gonna buff the healing amount. For example, that's very easy, give it 10% and then she's gonna be like a healing machine. They can simply make this defense break 100% chance without a condition, or they can add in attack break, and that's gonna make her very good for TOA even. Megan, another unit that is great, really good unit if you don't have Bastet for your arena attack and attack bar buffer. If they can make this thing strip all buff and make the block buff become 2 turn, then Toad Poison will be really awesome and not make it too OP. But let's say she can buff speed as well, 3 buff in 1 skill. Is that too much to ask for? Also, they show the witch head, X the dots, and then number 3. Maybe skill 1 will be a multi-hit skill and can put 3 dots. Maybe that's gonna be the case with the Mystic Witch. Celia was very popular in the first couple of days when they introduced the new dungeon because she can strip and then block buff. But her AI is not 100%, so she was not like the best option for everybody. She was just an option. Maybe they're gonna reduce cooldown this skill to become 3 turns and then add a bit more damage. I think skill 2 will give an extra debuff, and hey, 3 dots on skill 1. Overall will be a great debuff unit, support-ish kind of thing. If she has some sort of attack bar manipulation or some sort of stun in skill 3, she might make it to the meta as a single target strip. Give her a skill reset and then she's gonna be like a budget segment, right? Strip, reset, AoE defense break skill 2. Kinda similar-ish to segment. Linda looks really good, but nobody used this thing. Like nobody. Skill 3, Soul Protection. Not a very good buff, to be honest. Not a very good buff. And that's about it. They need to give this skill maybe stun or healing or more debuff to make it worthwhile, because the only thing that's giving is Soul Protection for 2 allies. Another Soul Protection unit that is the Light Pioneer. A lot of high rank players still think he's really trash. Another skill 2 that needs more debuff or need to be more consistent. And hey, triple dots. Gina with AoE sleep. So can she become the budget Hathor? Because she can AoE sleep and single target strip. So if this strip has some sort of CC in it and the sleep become more consistent or 2 turn, she can become the budget Hathor immediately. So Gina has potential to be a new meta sleeper, for example. But is that a good thing? I'm not too sure, because Hathor is already a very annoying unit. Having Gina in the meta, ooh, not a good idea, huh? But it might happen. It might happen. So that was my thought about the new 2A. I would love to hear what you have to say as well in the comment section down below. So hey, let me know down there, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.